Alright, I'm going to show you how to play Rebel Yell by Billy Idol and Steve Stevens. So the beginning part, let's go through the intro. There's two parts together. The first part is just the 10th fret of B and E string. I'm just using my middle finger and ring finger. Kind of barely tapping on, kind of touching the string. Kind of like a claw, like just a little bit. And then the thumb you'll play. You put it together. If you want to do it that way, every time you play, you put your pinky over the 10th fret of B and E, and you play the 7th fret, which is your bass note. The first time is on the E string, 7th fret. You play that together, and you do it 2 more times on the 10th fret on the B and E string, and then you play the 9th fret on the A string, and play with the 10th fret of B and E together, and 2 more times on the 10th fret. So far with this. Next part, he goes 7th fret of D string along with the 10th fret B and E, and then 9th fret of D string along with 10th fret of B and E. So the whole thing goes like this. Sorry. So you do that 4 times. On the 4th time, it ends on the 9th fret on the A string. Okay, so it goes. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. If you add it together, there's 8 eighth note together. Goes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There's 6 plus 1, 2 is 8. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. You just add a top part, the treble to it. The last time you stop right there on the 9th fret, after the intro, you will go to this part right here. So what I'm doing is mostly single notes. So it goes open E string and 2nd fret on the E string. That ends on, actually that ends on the 4th beat before the strong beat comes on. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll go. After you play his open E string, 2nd fret of E, you play the 3rd fret on the E string, you mute 6 times. And you play harmonic, like a pinch harmonic on the 5th fret on the A string. I use my pinky. You do that twice, and then you play the 2nd fret of E string 5 times. And you do it 5 times on the A string, on the 2nd fret, and you play the E chord at the 7th position, which is A7 and D9. Okay. So far with this, again, slow down. As soon as you finish playing that twice on the E power chord, you'll go right back into open E string, lightly mute, and you do it 6 times. So you do it 6 times on the E string, and then you play 5th fret on the A string twice, and you do it again 5 more times on the low E string. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and only 1 time on the 7th fret on the A string, and you go back to the beginning again. So the whole thing slowly goes like this. And the second time when you play that, you don't. The second time you play that, you don't play that end part. The end part goes like this. Instead of doing 5 times on the low E string, you do it 4 times on the low E string. And you play this power chord. You play the D power chord, A power chord, and then B power chord. So the last time again, play slowly. Hold it for 2 measure, and it goes to the verse. Okay, so the verse goes like this. The first part is you play the 9th fret on the D string and the 11th fret on the G string. You basically playing the B chord an octave higher. So instead of playing the B power chord, you play right here. Alright, the pattern goes like this. So the first measure goes, so you play that chord, mute on the 9th fret, and then play the chord again. So it's B, mute, B, mute twice, and then B chord again, and mute twice. So far with this. And do that the same thing again. Go B chord, mute, B chord, mute, mute, B chord, mute, mute. So do the same thing again. Now if you put that together without pausing, it's going to sound like this. Again, slow down. Alright. Next part. Same pattern, but you're playing the 7th fret of D and G. So you're basically playing a D chord, just those 2 notes, and then you and then you'll mute and play the 7th fret on the D string. So you do that twice, and then you go. So last time, so you play it twice on the G chord over here. So it's 5th fret of D and 7th fret of G. You do the same pattern. One more time. And then you don't finish playing the last measure. You play the 5th fret on the A string and you twice and open A string. So the whole thing slowly goes like this. So that's verse. And after you finish playing that part, So what I'm doing is I play the B power chord twice, and then so you go twice on the B power chord, and you go mute. You have to mute all the string. You rack it down, down, up, down like that. And you go upstroke on the B power chord, like we did with the verse, at the D9 and G11. So you play upward, you go down again. And you play the open A string, 2nd fret A back to A, open A, and then B power chord again. Same thing. And you go to the D power chord, and you do the same thing again, down, up, down. And then you go upward on the D chord, and down again. So far with this. And the last part, the same pattern, but we'll play the G power chord, which is D5. I'm sorry, D5 and G7. So and you play this. You play the D power chord, A power chord, and B power chord. So that's the chorus. Repeat. And it goes back to the so that's the whole song to Rebel Yell, or most of it anyway. And then there's a solo and there's an interlude. Oh, and one more thing. There's a harmonic that you hit on the 7th fret on the G string in Rebel Yell. And what you do is you dive down. You dive down your bar. You hit the 7th fret on the harmonic on the G string. You pull it up. I personally don't like to pull up because it puts a lot of stress on the strings. So what I do is that I will bring the G note up first. So and then I play a 24th fret on the B string with my tremolo bar. So that way you don't have to pull all the way up on the 7th fret on that harmonic, on the tremolo. And we can just play this. We play 24th fret on the B string. That's right at pitch. That's because it's a B note. th fret is so it's 19th fret on the E string. That's a B note. You want to get that, but I'll do it on 24th fret on the B string. If you don't have 24th fret, then you can do the 17th fret on the E string. So bring it down first. So we bring the tremolo bar down, hold it, you pick the note on the harmonic on 7th fret, slowly release back up, and then hit the 24th fret on the B string.